All right. Whoop. So I was up there. What can I find in secret? Ooh. TV, 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 TV. Aww. Oh no. Yeah, it's a fireplace. Very damage resistant, this television. Oh no. That might mean the other one I saw was also just a fireplace. I want to have more creepy cartoons. Not cartoon. Puppet show. I almost said stop motion, which is also not right. I'm very bad at this. Hit. Yeah, I guess we're back to the coolant pumps. Other goals just already completed. There's a ledge up there, but I don't know if I can reasonably get there. This is very high up. This is very, very high up. Well. Is this the same meter, by the way? Yes, it is. And melee is not that meter. The melee doesn't have a meter, but the other two things are sharing a meter. Hello, geology. We've gone subterranean. Oop.
Just hold together a little longer.
Oh, that's spooky looking. There's like smoke coming out. Or mist. It almost has like a coral look to it all. Ah ha ha ha. Hi. You guys are putting me in not shotgun range and it's making me unhappy. V! Oh right, V doesn't work anymore because I remapped it. Whoops. Oh boy. You good? Gotta juggle some of these controls here and there. We're getting used to it though. Like switching perspectives to be able to shoot around corners better. So my big ass head doesn't get in the way. NSC coolant pumps. So we're here. They're chanting at me. As they like to do.
Go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
Uh-oh. They didn't like that. Ah! Oopsie. Did it hit him finally? There we go. How we doing? How we doing? We clear? We in the clear? They don't want me going back. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Every time I do that, more of them show up, don't they? Gah! Oh, he dead. He dead. He dead. He dead. Blog complaint. Ugh. That gross blockage down the water systems is back. What the fuck is it? Where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Otta keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like you can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him, too. Guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. Oh, we doing this? Where you at? Buddy, buddy, buddy. That's not who I was aiming at. What? Stop. Ooh. Where you at? Come out. Come out, wherever you are. Bye-bye. This is certainly some entertaining shooting, especially for a third-person shooter. The most boring shooter of all. Like, third-person shooters are usually so not interesting. So this is actually some fun mechanics we're playing around here with. Keeping me on my toes. Are we done here? Or are you gonna keep coming? I don't know, I'm gonna keep looking for things to plug into. Probably over here? Yeah.
Shit. What now?
My own inhibitor block is blocking the virus. You need to deal with it. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. Got him caught with his hand in the fish trap.
Seems bad for the ability for this whole place to run if I do that. Just rip the wheels off the walls. What the fuck are you? Nope. Oh god, I'm gonna die. What the fuck? Die. It's horrible. I hate it. Go away. Die.
What the hell is that?
It's bad. It's really
the most
bad.
disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like a Capcom game. Ew. Thought I was done with sewer gators. Everything sucks. Alright, let's go get some health. I killed a bunch of things back here. There should be health all over. Because, ouchie. Nope, there we go. I gotta keep an eye out. Because you're shooting people with guns, which means they're dying far away from you. You gotta be careful to actually track down the corpses afterwards, even though they can't see them anymore. Because wherever they died, there could be loot. Does the loot actually add to the experience? So far, I'm not really convinced. I think I feel like the looting and I feel like the loot in this game is kind of a busy work system. But having randomized loot and skill trees is just a mandatory feature of AAA video games these days. You don't really get a choice. God, that's horrible looking. It's a nightmare. So every single game has loot and skill trees in it now, even if it doesn't in any way complement the gameplay. Gross. Adi, the walls are pooping. Shitter's clogged. Oh. It's pretty bad around here. It is pretty bad. But at least there's a lot of ventilation. At least there's fans running everything, so that's helpful. To be clear, loot and acquiring objects of power are not to be confused with each other. Acquiring new abilities in video games is good. Pretty much all the time. But opening 500 boxes that you can then augment an ability's effectiveness of its stat by 24% or whatever is like... that's just kind of busy work. And in fact, you could just balance the entire game around base stats if you wanted to. But at some point, the games industry got convinced that if every single game ever has RPG mechanics, that makes them more popular. Which is probably true. But a lot of these genres don't necessarily have their gameplay improved by RPG mechanics.
Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Yeah. Is that where I came from? That is the same one, right? From a moment ago? Yeah, I looped. I broke down the original barrier. Are there gonna be more guys again? Because I think there's gonna be more guys again. We save. Still can't go there, so that's concerning. Is there another exit? Ah! Oh, 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 that's a bad way to find out that that's there. Okay. I have obtained sufficient ouchies. Significant ouchies. Oh no. Alright, so line of sight's my biggest obstacle here with trying to use this power. Ooh. There must have been more healing lying around. Ah! Ah! Wow, that still doesn't do shit for damage. Alright, line of sight. Well, that doesn't do a lot of damage. It's something, though. Am I headshotting enough? Uh-oh. Did not mean to come down here. Doo-doo. Oh, that's just a random rock. I guess I don't actually need to find objects. I can just rip the concrete off the walls for infinite ammo. There we go. Yes, troopers. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWEs, thresholds, or any other paranaturally hazardous situation. They are heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, Hiss troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the Hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. Only if I get the ability, though. If I don't have the ability, I can't pick up enemies' grenades. Not yet. Oh yeah. I must acquire your living essence. Your living essence? Ah! Not what I expected. Well, let's see where this goes. Since you were kind enough to deliver it to me. Ah, that's distressing to look at. This isn't the same elevator I took, right? I don't think it is. I think I came into the door. Might be a shortcut back, though. That's exactly what it is. Ah! Why are you alive? My ally, no. Live. Ow. Live. Live. Ah, there's more. No. My allies. Come on. There we go. My healing. Oh, did all my allies die? Oh, you're not my ally. So many resources. Oop. You guys okay? You're a friend. I think my friend downstairs might have died. Well, she said she wanted some action. Congrats, I guess. Hope it was everything you hoped for. Is there someone up here? Oh, maybe that was you, because I saw somebody with low health. You might have pivoted to a vantage point where she reads the bureau. I was thinking about the aesthetic of this game, where it's all like kind of retro and futuristy at the same time. Because the game's set to like modern or future time as far as I can tell, but we're stuck with all this retro tech because all future stuff doesn't work in here. It reminds me of the XCOM game we never got that looked really interesting. At the time, people were like, rah, 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 about ruining XCOM, and I'm mad. And obviously, I think all sins are forgiven at this point because they made the other XCOM anyway, and a sequel to that one. But then we eventually got XCOM, the Bureau Declassified, which is what that project became, and it was garbage, and also not even slightly reminiscent of the project it was supposed to be in the first place. We never did get that game that was teased in that Game Informer article back in the day, with ladies from the 50s getting turned into cubes and weird geometric alien things floating into these, like, Fallout pre-apocalypse looking locations and ripping it apart while you use a Ghostbusters backpack to fight slime monsters and stuff. Like, that was a uniquely bizarre game that I really wish I got to play. And this kind of makes me feel like I'm, like, some of the aesthetic of this game kind of calls back to some of that in a way that I'm like, ah, that's kind of nice. So we never did get to have that. I'll talk to you when I'm done.
Don't get sloppy.
I still wish that game had come out. Because it did come out, but it was like, in response to outrage, they just made it a really shitty third-person shooter that looked a lot like a third-person shooter adaptation of the popular XCOM game that came out in like 2012 or whatever. And that's just boring. They took something interesting and made it boring because of fan backlash. And that's always a bummer. Because gamers don't even know what they want half the time. I think it's your duty if people are like, I don't know about that, to come out and prove them wrong by by making the game actually cool. Instead of being a coward and changing everything because people didn't like the first impression of a game they didn't even get to play yet because it's not out. Because your punishment for giving up is to be what that game is, which is that I think half people don't even know it ever came out, and the people that do remember that it came out have to be reminded that it came out, because even if they played it, they already forgot that they played it. Whereas if the original game's vision came out, at least we would have probably remembered it, at the very least, for good or bad. Ah! Floaty boy! You are hard to fight. You're all over the place. Headshot. Headshot. I've definitely made my money back. So that 9,000 where I was sad I spent like 4,000 of it or whatever, seems to have recovered from that. All right. It's tempting to shoot them all. But I think the reason I don't shoot them is the same reason they haven't shot them yet, is that they're clearly a threat because they might turn into those things that attack you. But they're still holding out hope that, like, what if these guys can still be saved? God, this place is big. How are we even in New York? Like, you hold on to the hope that maybe these people could be saved. Energy converter, so that's like a different location entirely. And so that's why you leave them. But the question is, are you just lying to yourself? Like with zombie apocalypses and all that? Possibly. Our first attempt to save somebody led to them just dying once the hiss was gone. So it may not be possible to save any of them. Oh! Oh, things are gone exploding. Ah, it's one of my locations. Punch that ground, punch it hard. That was a worrying explosion to happen behind me. I could have been in some real trouble then. That's apparently what they do. Oh, no, we can't walk in. I thought I could maybe go around it. Maybe I can? Nope, nope, the room's just bad. There's not a safe spot in the middle. Oh boy.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old pigments inside the plant is split.
There we go. I have no idea what I grabbed the first time around. NSC energy converters. Hey, bad guy. Headshot. Headshot. Yeah. The number one reason I don't play with a controller is just because the, obviously the mouse controls are so much better for aiming. But my keyboard hand is sad. Oh! Ah! There's so many controls to navigate. Oh, the homing rockets! You get homing rockets? Excuse me? Deleted. Hey, buddy. Ah! Stop it. I was not ready for the reveal that the rocket's homing on you. It started chasing me around the corner, and I'm like, no, stop. Oh, no. Big bad. Deleted. What? Aim, come on. I trusted you. Ta-da!
Lift the lockdown.
Get well soon, buddies. I don't know, how long can they go without food and water? How long have they been up there? It'd definitely be more of a feel-good at the end if we find out we can cure some of them even. At the moment, they're all just doomed. And that's, like, I've killed so many myself that I'm just staggered by, like, how many of them are floating around, too. Like, that's just so many dead. How the hell do you cover this up? As like a secret federal bureau, but like aren't like in greater society, aren't people gonna be like, yo, what happened to like 1,000 humans? Like 1,000 American citizens are missing. That's kind of weird, right? Like, you can't keep this under wraps entirely. Some version of the story is gonna get out because too many people are missing. Upcoming game reminder. Next game is Wednesday at 8. Usual spot. Hazard owes me 20. Erish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepstenstall's turn. Remus Hepstenstall. That's a name you trip over a few times on the way out the door.